Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pathfinder Lair video. Today we will be talking about one of the new ancestries in the Lost Omens Ancestry Guide, the Android. I'm honestly a bit surprised that they didn't make this a versatile heritage, but no, they made it a full-on ancestry. This is a rare ancestry, so you definitely need your GM's approval before playing an android. Also, androids are essentially cyborgs as they are half machine, half biological. But let's get started on what they get as an ancestry.
Hold up.
First, androids have 8 ancestry hit points, like most ancestries do, and they are medium creatures and have a speed of 25 feet. Their ability boosts include dexterity, intelligence, and a free boost, as well as an ability flaw in charisma. Androphon is what androids speak, and they also start off with common, of course. They also have the constructed trait. This gives them a +1 circumstance bonus to saves against diseases, poisons, and radiation. I'm not exactly sure where you would run into radiation, but I'm sure that it's somewhere. The next ability that all androids get is the emotionally unaware ability. This is just a straight -1 circumstance penalty to diplomacy and to performance checks, and on perception checks to sense motive. Also, androids have low light vision as well. Now we come to android heritages. The first is the artisan android. These androids were built to create things. You become trained in crafting, or another skill if you're already trained in crafting, and you gain the specialty crafting feat for a specialty of your choice. Next is the impersonator android. You were built in order to blend in with humans more easily. You become trained in deception, or another skill if you're already trained in it. You also do not require a disguise kit when you attempt to impersonate a human. You gain a +4 circumstance bonus to deception checks to pretend you are a human version of yourself rather than an android. This does not apply to other checks to impersonate humans. So basically, you're really good at pretending to be a human version of yourself, but not as good at impersonating specific humans. The laborer android is designed to endure physical hardships and perform hard labor. You become trained in athletics and gain the hefty hauler skill feats. That feat is on screen. Polyglot androids are designed to be translators. You gain 2 new languages chosen from any languages you have access to. If you take the multilingual skill feat, you gain 3 new languages instead of 2. The last android heritage is the warrior android, which is designed for combat. You become trained in all simple and martial weapons. That's pretty much it. Now we can move on to Ancestry Feats. Android lore is pretty basic. You become trained in crafting and thievery, as well as android lore. Cleansing subroutine is a feat that relies on the nanites in your bloodstream that help you function effectively. We'll get to why I'm saying that later on. Each time you succeed on a fortitude save against an ongoing poison, you reduce its stage by 2 or by 1 against a virulent poison. On each critical success, reduces the stage by 3 or by 2 for a virulent poison. Next is the emotionless feat. This feat literally means that your emotional processors are malfunctioning, so you have a hard time feeling emotions. This, however, is a benefit, not a hindrance. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus on saving throws against emotion and fear effects. You also auto-crit succeed on successes against these effects. The internal compartment feat could have been way cooler if the compartment didn't have to be in your arm. You can store an object of up to light bulk in this compartment. It takes 3 actions to store it there. You gain a +4 circumstance bonus to the DC of checks for others to seek or steal an item stored in your arm. If you store a weapon in your arm, you can use a single action to grab the item from storage and strike with it. Okay, we're halfway done with first level feats. Yeah, there's a lot. Next is Nanite Surge. This is a reaction that requires the use of your nanites. Once per hour, when you attempt a skill check requiring 3 actions or fewer, you can use this reaction to gain a +2 circumstance bonus to that skill check. In addition, you basically become a torch for 1 round as your circuitry glows in a 10-foot emanation. Night Vision Adaptation just gives you Dark Vision. That's it. If you want Dark Vision, take it. Otherwise, there are better feats you can take at this level. Proximity Alert is pretty good. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks made as initiative rolls. So you can go first more often. The last first level feat for androids is the Radiant Circuitry feat. For 1 action, you essentially become a torch. This lasts until you use this action again or are knocked unconscious. Decent feat. It's not bad. Now we come to 5th level Ancestry feats. First is Advanced Targeting System. You gain True Strike as a first level innate arcane spell once a day. That's right, fighters now have access to True Strike without having to take a spellcasting dedication. In fact, before this, fighters had to give up 2 class feats to get True Strike, but now they just need to take 1 Ancestry feat. Pretty broken if you ask me. Inoculation subroutine is pretty much just cleansing subroutine, but for diseases. Yeah, pretty basic. Nanite Shroud requires 2 actions to use and can be used once per day. This feat is one of the reasons why I keep saying that some feats require the use of your nanites. While this feat is active, you can't use any other abilities that require the use of your nanites. You become concealed for a number of rounds equal to half your level. So since this is a 5th level feat, the minimum number of rounds is 2. You can't use this concealment to hide or sneak, as is normal for concealment that makes your position obvious. Protective Subroutine requires Nanite Search to take, and is another feat that requires the use of your nanites. You can now use Nanite Search on saving throws as well as its normal trigger. If you do, you gain a +2 bonus on the triggering saving throw. Next is 9th level feats, starting with Internal Respirator. You can store up to an hour of extra air. When you hold your breath, you can do so for an extra hour. Once you do so, you must be exposed to breathable air for 10 minutes to refill it. Offensive Subroutine requires the use of your nanites as well as the Nanite Surge feats. You can use Nanite Surge on attack rolls as well as its normal trigger. When you do so, you gain a +1 status bonus to the triggering attack roll. Repair Module can be used once per day for 1 action. You gain Fast Healing equal to half your level for 1 minute. This is another feat that if you use it, you can't use other abilities that require the use of your nanites. Now we come to the last 2 feats for the android. Unfortunately, there aren't any 17th level feats for androids, just these last 2 13th level ones. First is Consistent Surge. You can use Nanite Surge once every 10 minutes rather than once per hour. That's pretty much it. It does require Nanite Surge, so obviously. Revivification Protocol is a very good feat. Once per day for a free action when you have the dying condition and are about to make a recovery check, your nanites revive you. You are restored to 1 hit point and lose the dying and unconscious conditions. You still gain or increase the wounded condition as normal. And that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition content. I've decided I will not be doing my Demons and Deities game on my channel anymore, as it is not doing well. However, let me know if you guys would want me to do a game on the channel in the future. Anyway, I would love to hear from you guys what you think of this Ancestry. Let me know on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, or just the comments below. Links are in the description. So until next time, let's play some Pathfinder. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.